welcome back to the dairy, and we are, as always, located in Delaplaine, Arkansas. And yeah, I was talking last time about needing shelter, and I think that this right here is probably going to confirm that I'm going to need that. So before we start anything today, I am going to build a shelter, and I have decided that I'm going to put it on this side of the barn. So it's going to be simple. It's going to be very simple. It's going to be this. It's going to be just a very simple shelter right off of this. I'm going to have to line this kind of okay. And we're going to line that right there. And again, it's not going to look great, okay? It's not perfect. I'm not selling this on looks. I'm selling this on function. And that'll be good. 3 of them will be fine. We have that right there. Let me just make sure I didn't go into the barn. I didn't. I don't think we can fit one more. I guess we could overlap it, but I really don't. Why not? Why not? We're here. So we'll overlap this. Bring that out. And now we have a structure. It doesn't look great. I'm telling you that. But it will be okay, and it's a lot better than sitting out here in this. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to run over to the Bobcat so that I can get all of this stuff. It is really coming down. Get all of this stuff all over here. Now, not a ton to do today just because it's raining, especially in the field. I think we're going to try to get into a field later with the contract, but today is the day. It's May 2nd, and I fast forwarded that for a reason. First, because it's been raining nonstop, but also because today is the day that we can sell the silage, which will help tremendously with the budget. I purposely did not spend anything. 184,000 is what we have right now. So yeah, it says sunny. It's not sunny. It almost looks like hail. I don't know. Either way, we're going to get all of these moved up, or moved over, should I say, and then I will pick it back up, and we will get a mixer and start selling the silage, because I'm hoping that the silage has a lot of money. Now, yeah, we do need silage, and we do need to make TMR, but we don't have all the ingredients yet, so, and we definitely don't have all of the equipment that we're going to need. I don't know where I'm going as I'm talking. We don't have all the equipment we're going to need, so I'm going to sell the silage and just go from there as far as money. I'm going to try to get, not the most expensive tractor, but we'll try to get a good tractor. That way we don't have to buy another one. And I also have plans on making a greenhouse over on the other field. If I can get this ever on here. We'll put a greenhouse over behind me, over here sometime. That's what I would like to do anyway. Just a little bump out of the field behind us, and I think that it will make quite a bit of money if we can do that. Get a couple greenhouses in there, maybe sell lettuce, maybe sell strawberries, one of the two. But yeah, let me get these over here, and I'll pick it up after I'm done. Alright, now got all of, well, just everything over there on the other side, and now we've just got to get one last thing. Here's the silage, and I'm going to change a little bit. Usually I'm using this door right here to go in and feed, but I'm going to use the other door down here, and that's only so that I can keep all of this under wraps, or under shelter, I should say. We'll put this right here in front because we're going to use this much faster than we're going to use that straw. I think we'll be fine right here if I can get it off. There we go. Alright, now we can get in and start selling the silage because we're going to make some money doing that. I guess I'll just park this right here under cover. I don't know if it's going to rain again today, but I want to make sure that we're at least under a little bit. Go. And now we can get a mixing wagon. We'll lease the mixing wagon. We're going to have to lease a tractor as well. Oh, actually, no, we won't. You know what we'll do? we'll get a forage mixer, but we'll get one of the ones that drive, and we'll get the modded one. That way we can take a lot of liters. Now this is going to let us go with 75 instead of 25. So we will get there a lot quicker, and it also allows us only for $12,000 to rent basically a tractor and a mixer. So we're going to do that, and we're going to start selling as much silage as we can. Okay, now it's not small. I'll tell you that. There is a lot here. I still have to take the blanket off of the silage, but you get that done right quick. There's that. And now we will turn this thing on or off. Gotta unfold, and here we go. So we're gonna just collect all the silage and bring it over. I've got a mark that's decently close to here just because I don't like driving in this map all that much. I thought I would, and I really don't because I get lost all the time. Anyway, this is gonna take for a while, so I'll pick it back up when we're full. Alright, now I got this done. Okay, now this is all filled up. We are going to take it over and get it sold up, but do you see... Never do that in real life. I see all of this. This is creating a disaster. So I don't know if I'm going to have to just deal with that or if I can pick it up with that when it's empty, but that and this bunker I've told you is a little weird. And see, like this, I don't know what's going to happen when I get to the middle of that. I'm hoping nothing, but as you can see, it's... I've had better bunkers. Let's just say that. Let me get over to the store. Let me try to sell this thing. Let me try to find the door to this thing, because it is huge, like a motorhome. Where else would you take silage than to a farm stand? Hickory Brook Farms, established in 1908. They will take 75,000 liters at their farm store. This little makeshift thing right on the side of town. Realistic? Maybe, maybe not. But convenient? Very. Alright, now as we get close to emptying out, there we are on the top right, $41,500 from this haul, which is pretty good, no matter what you were expecting. This is awful, though. Let's try to see so we don't hit anything, and then we can put this thing down. There we go. Anybody coming? No. So that was only the first load too. So there is a lot more over there. $45,000 a load is going to be great. Now I think that that's probably going to go down a little, but I mean, if you think about how long it takes to get 45,000 just doing a contract, this is good money. Anyway, I'll continue this up. And I'll pick it up somewhere in the middle here because it's going to be a while before we end up emptying all of this. Alright, now we have filled up the second, and as you can see, well, as you will see, we have a ton left. A ton left. And remember, there's $45,000 in each of these loads, or let's just call it 40-ish. I think that selling all of the silage was worth it, just because of how many silage bales we're actually going through with the amount of cows we have is not really anything close to what we're about to sell. So I think this will be enough money to actually start our farm. This will be enough money to stop doing contracts all the time. We'll still do some, but I think this will actually be the one that allows us to actually grow our farm. Anyway, this is where I've been selling it. Right over here at the farm stand, because what looks more natural than this thing pulling up to a farm stand and dropping off silage? Anyway, I'm going to fill this up and then we will be... Oh, yeah, there we go. I thought it was going to say that it was full. We're going to fill this up and I'll pick it up in a little bit. Alright, now heading back, 9:30 in the morning, $301,000 already. And I think we've taken back 3 loads right now. And again, there is a lot here. So this is all we've gotten so far. So this is probably going to be some transformative money here that we're going to make off of just this silage bunker right here. All right, well, let me get this going. I will continue to fill this up. But $301,000, that means that we've made about $120,000 so far. Not bad. Okay, now 11 o'clock, and as you can see, the money is starting to climb pretty high. $440,000, and back at the farm, we've got, I don't know. Yeah, look at the farm. Back over there, cinematically, there is, I don't know, maybe half of the bunker still left. So we're at 453,000. We've still got half of this left right in here. But man, this Hickory Brook Farms is loaded. They're paying us a lot of money today. All right, now getting to the end of this and uncomfortably close to the edge here. But that's what we got to do. We're almost done. Got that little pile right there, and $515,000. I'm expecting, hopefully, at least six, but maybe 650. Can we push it? Can we be greedy? That'll get us enough money to get a tractor and a few other things, obviously. We'll think about what we're going to do, because as much money as that sounds like, in this game, as we know, that goes pretty quick. Alright, that does it for the first harvest of silage, which is a good one. $618,600 is what we have total. We started with, I think, 180, so we're doing pretty good by that measure. Now, I don't know what I'm going to spend that money on. I know I'm going to get a tractor here soon, but it's only 1 o'clock, so I'm hoping that we'd be able to get in maybe to a field, do a quick contract, make a little bit more money because we're greedy, and then we can buy the tractor. Alright, now going to the contracts, we're looking at Ben needs fertilizing. It is 28.5 acres, field 43, and we're gonna borrow the items, borrow the equipment from him, because I haven't decided on a tractor yet, but this will give us $31,000 extra, which is always good. We're gonna borrow these, and then we're gonna get over into field 43. Alright, so slowly learning this map. I found the road this time. I'm not cutting through anybody's fields. I haven't used super strength yet. I know I probably will before I get to this field, but I've never gotten this close to the field without doing it. Not in this map, anyway. But yeah, we're almost there. It's probably going to be 1:30 by the time we start. And then we will get to fertilizing and hopefully collect another $30,000. That'll bring us to $650,000 or around that area today, which, I don't know, is a good day to end, that's for sure. We're gonna, like I said, gonna get a tractor soon. I'm not even sure which one I'm gonna get, so we'll have to look at the horsepower. I'm not a brand guy, so I'm gonna look at horsepower versus cost. That's really all it's gonna be. But let me get down to this field so we can start this contract. Okay, now 10 minutes early, 1:20, and we are already fertilizing here. We've got the row crops in here, so it will help us guide and help us get a little bit, help us get done a little faster, if I can talk. But yeah, we're gonna get this done. 30,000, like I said. Hopefully, it'll be 650,000, and we can get any tractor we want. All right, now 2:30, and still in the field, but we are pretty much done. This is the only lap we have left to do. Just driving down this final part of the field, and then it will be all fertilized. $30,000 is going to be into our bank account, and then we will go back to the farm. We will buy a tractor, and I don't know, I might just let all that rest of that money sit there overnight, because it kind of feels good to actually have some money. Whereas, what was it, a couple episodes ago now, I guess, we were negative 6,000. So we've come quite a long ways. I think selling the silage was the best idea. Alright, now back at the farm, and before we buy the tractor, I'm noticing it's 3 o'clock. I think we can fit one more in, and I think that's going to be in 148. Noah over here looking for a $28,000 job. We're going to borrow the items and get this done real fast. Just because I think this, well, don't even think, this is a record-breaking day as far as money's concerned, but I think we can get a little bit more done in that time. 3 o'clock is a little early, if you ask PA Plowboy, my buddy. He would tell me it's a little early to wrap up. And I would agree, especially when there's more money to be made. So we are going to continue on one more field we're going to do. And then we will move on to getting the tractor. Okay, now 3 o'clock, and we are over in or around field 148. I believe this is how we get there. Of course, we have to drive over, not into the bridge. That would help a lot. But yes, 148's right here, so we're going to pick this up and start going. It's just the fertilizer jobs are so easy. They don't take that long, and it's $30,000, so I figured why not? It's only 3 o'clock. We'll probably get done by 5-ish, maybe 6. Then we can get the tractor. Then we can call it a day, but let's get this done. It's really not all that big. Alright, 4:18, and we're just finishing up in the field here. I got one more pass to do, and then it's all done, so I'm just going to do that. Then we'll get back over to the farm, and finally, I've been saying it, we will get a tractor. Alright, now back here at the farm, and I am going to buy a tractor. Now, I don't want to buy the large one. We have close to 700,000, but I know that we're going to need to buy a lot more things. So we can't spend that much, but we will buy a medium, and did like the T7, the New Holland. It's going to be 200 and, well, not 39. It's going to be 270,000 plus all the options that we want to put onto it, which isn't too many. I want to go with a darker blue. Yes, 4,000. We're going to spoil ourselves here. And we will put a front load attacher on it. I'm still going to keep the Bobcat. It's just that this is going to be just a little bit extra. And I think that is probably it. Going to buy it. And now we are just like that, $276,000 lighter. $416,000 is what we've got to work with right now. I am going to buy a attachment here. We'll buy that. And then I'm not really sure what we need. I'm not gonna feed the animals with this because it's too big. We can get this. We'll get a bucket. We'll buy that. 15,000, man, that's a lot of money for a bucket, but we do have that. And here is our new tractor. Very nice, very nice. It better be for 301,000. That's basically half of our money, but we do have a new tractor, so that's awesome. We also have an attachment, and we have a bucket. So that's what we're going to leave it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you've gotten this far, please hit the like button. It helps the channel out tremendously. And hit the subscribe button. We are going pretty fast, actually, to 3,000. So I really appreciate all the new subscribers out there. I appreciate you guys. And for everybody that's been subscribed for a long time, I appreciate you as well. But like I said, that's where we're going to leave it. Until the next time, I'll talk to you then.